All right. Hello, everyone. I hope that you are all doing very well. Good evening. My name is Ann Kramer, and I am the Dean of Admission at Drake University. It is such a pleasure to be here with all of you. I am going to just briefly share my screen with you so that we can get started. I'm going to show you what you need to be thinking about, or what I want to just kind of walk through a couple of quick things. Jordan, can you see my screen okay?
I can.
Amazing. I love that. Okay. So like I said, I'm Annie Kramer. I'm the Dean of Admission at Drake University. I'm here and I have the pleasure of working with Jordan Lair, and she works at the St. Louis College of Pharmacy. And she is going to be sharing with you just a few things about the school and the programs that they offer and all that kind of good stuff. So I want to, before we get started, I just want to walk you through a couple of things that are important. A couple of things is that if you want to ask questions of Jordan, all of these questions will be sent to her directly. So you can use the Q&A button that you see on your screen in order to type questions, and those will go directly to Jordan. Your camera and your microphone are off. So that's something important for you to note, that you won't be able to speak to her. All of your communication is going to want to go through that Q&A button. And just a reminder that we're so excited to have you here, but there's lots of different sessions that are being offered through this college, this virtual college exploration these next several weeks. So please do take advantage of more of these. You can find them on a full schedule at IllinoisACAC.org. It's IACAC.org. Again, that's IACAC.org. This presentation will be recorded and will be available within about a week for you to access later if you'd like to. So without further ado, I am going to go back here and I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I am going to kick it over to Jordan. Again, it's wonderful to be here with all of you this evening. Thanks so much, Jordan, for being here with us, and I'll turn it over to you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I want to make sure that you can see my screen. Hopefully.
I can see it. You're good.
Okay, awesome, wonderful. Awesome, so welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Again, my name is Jordan. So we have really exciting news to share with you. So we are formerly St. Louis College of Pharmacy, and St. Louis College of Pharmacy is still very much alive and well. But we did go through a name change, a little bit of a rebranding. And so with that being said, we are now the University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy in St. Louis. Little bit of a mouthful. So UHSP is the acronym that we have been using. Underneath, I kind of use that as, explain it as an umbrella. So the full name is an umbrella, and underneath is the College of Arts and Sciences. And then of course, St. Louis College of Pharmacy, which everything else in regards to that is the exact same. So I wanted to introduce just a little bit of our staff. So I do work with all of the students in the central and southern Illinois parts of Illinois, but we do have a counselor who works with Chicago. Honestly, any of the people that you see on the screen are going to be willing to help you regardless of where you come from or what you do. So feel free to contact any of us. A little bit about our university. So we are small and we like it that way. We do it on purpose. We are a little over 1,000 students. So that's undergraduate and professional students. We're represented by 28 different states, 22 different countries, 62% female and 38% male. On average, our student to faculty ratio is about 10 to 1. You definitely would be in classes maybe a couple smaller than that, but as well as bigger than that. All of our labs are capped off at 25, and most of them are pretty much full up to that point. And then if you are interested in pharmacy and get into the professional program, you could be in lectures with larger than that. So it's kind of definitely a variety, just depending on the type of class that you're in. Just some quick stats about the class that we just had in. So average ACT score, 50 middle percent, was a 24 to a 29. And then GPA was about a 3.6. We do accept students, of course, above or below both that ACT range and the GPA. essentially at our school, anything that you want to do within healthcare and or pharmacy, we are going to have a program for you to do. So we do have 6 different undergraduate majors, 3 different pharmacy pathways, 2 graduate master's programs, and then 4 advanced opportunities, which are also including like plus programs. If you are familiar with the St. Louis area, so we are located in St. Louis, Missouri. We are located specifically in Central West End, and actually pretty much home to the Washington University's medical campus. So all of their campus pretty much surrounds us on one side, and then Barnes Jewish Hospital surrounds us on the other. And both of those institutions are really highly ranked for med schools and hospitals in the United States. So it's a really great place to be whenever you are trying to do a career in healthcare or medicine, because we're pretty much in central into this little like medical community. So it does allow for a lot of networking and connecting. This is just a quick map to kind of show you a little bit of what our campus looks like. So we are buildings 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this little area over here. And then number 6 is this full, the WashU's medical campus over on this side. And then anything else that you don't see building wise would be related to Barnes Jewish Hospital. So smack dab right in the middle of all of that. All right, so opportunities within healthcare are pretty much endless. It's actually a really great place to be and a great path to go down, because it's supposed to be by 2028, there's supposed to be 1.9 million job opportunities just within healthcare alone. So you know that you're bound to find a job. I also like to use, unfortunately, the pandemic has a lot of things that it has thrown a wrench into, but if you look at the people who still had jobs during it, are all of those people who are in healthcare. So you are bound to have a job and job security, which is obviously really important. And just underneath the two little areas here, you can see the first is just a bunch of different things that you can do pretty much within any of the degrees that we offer. So this is just the tip of the iceberg with that. And then the second portion here is just a few different types of practice that you can do within pharmacy specifically. All right, so for the Colleges of Arts and Sciences, we have all of the undergraduate degrees. So we have global health, which essentially is doing what they're, dealing with right now. So working at the CDC, whether you want to do social justice, maybe public health, all of those types of things. Medical humanities is a huge umbrella of a degree. So you can do healthcare communication, hospital administration, nursing, health psychology. The list kind of goes on and on. So this is kind of more the liberal arts side of healthcare of medicine. So if you, don't really want to take a lot of those heavy science classes, but you want to be in healthcare medicine, medical humanities is a really good route to go. Biomed is going to be that type of degree that kind of is a pre-med. So biomedical sciences is going to help you be a doctor in any sort of way. So whether it is a vet, a general practitioner, you can do physician's assistant, you can do occupational therapy, physical therapy, all of those and then more kind of fall under that biomedical science route. We do have a nursing program. It is a partnership with Goldfarb School of Nursing, which actually is a school that was created by Barnes Jewish Hospital. So it caters specifically for nursing students. Those that are non-traditional, meaning that they have completed all of their prerequisites or maybe completed a bachelor's degree somewhere else or have experience in wanting their RN, but maybe want a BSN or an MSN. And so that's kind of what Goldfarb School of Nursing does. And they are located right across the street from us. So what students do with us is they come to us for the first 2 years, get their pre-coursework out of the way. And then they go to Goldfarb the last 2 years. So it's a 4-year program and you graduate with a bachelor's of science in nursing, but you can live in our campus housing the entire time because Goldfarb does not have any campus housing. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. And we do have a 4+1 option as well, meaning that you'd come to us for 4 years, get your medical humanities, and then go to Goldfarb on a 1-year accelerated program and get a bachelor's of science in nursing. So you do definitely have options there. And then we do have pharmaceutical chemistry, which is kind of the research, lab work, drug development, drug design kind of side of pharmacy. And this is a really cool major because you actually get to choose a lot of your electives. So there's like a whole bunch of flexibility when it comes to you choosing your own classes and what you want to do. And then pharmaceutical science is pretty much the patient care side of pharmacy. So pharmacy specifically for high school students coming right out of high school, you have 2 options, the 6-year and the 7-year. The 6-year is basically you complete 2 years worth of pre-pharmacy courses. So all of those types of foundational classes that you would need in order to get into the professional program. And then the 7-year is a bachelor's degree that we condense into 3 years and then go into your PharmD degree. So you know, I always get questions about, you know, is one better than the other? What is the difference? 6-year is obviously going to save you a year at time, you know, time and money, but the 7-year having a bachelor's degree is going to make you more well-rounded. You're going to take liberal arts classes. So it's kind of just about the type of student you are and what you want to do in your career field, but you don't have to decide that when you apply. So if you are interested in furthering your career, in pharmacy, we do have some really awesome residency programs that we can definitely talk about as well. All right, and then graduate studies and advanced opportunities. So we do have 2 master's degree, one in global health and equity and the other in medicinal chemistry. And my little asterisk about it's supposed to be available fall 2021 pending approval. And we actually just got the approval, the final approval. So we are good to go. They are available for fall 2021. And these do kind of coincide with those undergraduate majors that I was referring to earlier. We do have a dental medicine program. It's partnered with a school called A.T. Still University. It's the Missouri School of Dentistry and Oral Health. And they actually reserve 3 interview applications per year for our students. And typically this is partnered with that biomed degree. And then we do have the option for students who are wanting to, you know, maybe run their own pharmacy or do something within like consulting or something along those lines. We have an integrated program where if you're getting your PharmD degree, you can also go to the University of Missouri St. Louis and get your master's in business administration. So you have, you know, certain credits and things that you need to follow, but we definitely can make that happen. And then we do partner with WashU School of Medicine for both occupational therapy and physical therapy. So the OT programs, you have 2 options. There's a 3+2 or a 3+3. Meaning that you do 3 years with us, 2 years with them if you want a master's, and then 3 years with us, 3 years with them if you want a doctorate. And then for the physical therapy program, it is just a doctorate. It's a 4+3, meaning you do 4 years with us, 3 years with them, and then you they do reserve 3 spaces for our students every year. Of course, you do have to meet the requirements, get a certain score, you know, GPA, all of that stuff. So if that's something you're thinking about, we want to prepare you for that as soon as you get to us. So definitely let us know if that's even an option that you're thinking of, so that way we can make sure that you're following and getting those requirements that we need you to get. Of course, we accept dual credit. You have to have a B- at least in order for it to get credit. And then we do accept AP and IB credits. If you are taking a class that you don't see listed here, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get credit for it. It just means it's going to be like a free elective. And then you do have to have a 4 at least or above on your AP, and then a 6 or above on the IB in order to get credit for those classes. All right, so campus life is important too. You know, academics is important, but you have to love the school that you're at. So we do have, we're in IACAC Division I, so we do have quite a few different athletic teams. You can see on on this slide just what we offer. And we do have scholarships available. So if there is a sport that you are trying to pursue, just let us know. We'll get you in contact with the coaches. We also have close to 70 different student organizations and clubs to be a part of. So you can see just a couple that we have here. We have, of course, Campus Activities Board, Student Government Association, but then we also have a lot of like really neat kind of fun random things. It's really awesome because students get the chance to create their own club. It's very simple. They just get a few students who want to be in the club, and then they get paired with an advisor and they created their own club. So that number is constantly growing. We also have over 10 different intramural and club sports. That is another area, club sports. You can always add a sport if you are interested. And then we do have performing arts. So we have theater, jazz band, concert band, different ensembles, all of that good stuff. And then we are really community service based at our institution. So you can just see just a couple of things here that we have done. And this is include everybody. So students, faculty, and staff, we all really do our part to try to give back to the community in which we're located in. All right, if you're interested in research, we actually are ranked #1 in funding among all private pharmacy schools, and then 25 among pharmacy schools in the United States. So we do have a ton of students who do present in all different ways to kind of showcase their work. So if research is something that you're interested in, we are a great place to continue to do that. All right. We, of course, have on-campus living. So we do have a North Resident Hall. This is typically for our underclassmen. I explain it as Jack and Jill style. 2 bedrooms are connected by a bathroom. You can share your bedroom, so you can have a roommate, or you can have your own room. Kind of just depends on what you want. Then when the South Resident Hall is typically for our upperclassmen, and this is more of like a apartment style complex type. And then you can see just a list of the amenities that we have down here. We do have a dining hall, of course. There's buffet style, 6 different stations. Some of them stay the same, some of them interchange. And we do have a Chick-fil-A and Starbucks on campus as well, and you can use your meal plan there. And then we do have a pretty cool fitness center as well. All right. We also have pretty much any student support service that you could think of. Our students are very academically focused. And so tutoring is not a taboo at our school. You're pretty much in the minority if you're not taking part in it. All of our students do kind of just use it as like extra study. Like study time, study groups, essentially. It's peer-led, so students can get tutored in one area and then tutor in another, and there's all types of variety. We also have, academic advising, coaching, peer mentoring, the list kind of goes on there. We do have a writing center, which will do anything from, helping you write a full research paper to just proofreading, but they also help you write speeches and also help the communication aspect of that as well. We just added a Center for Career Services and Education this year, which is an amazing center. They are pretty much there to help you make sure that you find a job after you graduate, and the resources that they have is incredible. So if you utilize the resources that they have, you're going to be set to go. We can definitely talk about that. I know if you guys have questions about, I feel like typically that's the center that gets the most questions. So if you have any, you can definitely put them in the chat and I will get to them at the end. And then mental health is really important. So we do have a counseling center. And then we do have an Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and you can see just a few things that they do under here. So we have a multicultural center, a spirituality center. They have a ton of different events and programs that they do throughout the year as well. All right, financial aid and scholarships is always the topic of conversation. So we do award scholarships at the time of your admission. So if you find out that you got accepted, you're also finding out what that scholarship is. and we do award them based off of GPA and test score. Of course, right now, a lot of students weren't able to take the test, so we are test optional, and so we will look kind of holistically as a review for scholarships as well as admission for that. We do have 4 scholars programs. I like scholars programs because it's a way for you to do what you enjoy while also, getting money for it. So we have a Founders Leadership Scholarship, undergraduate research, community service, and music. So if you're interested in any of those areas, it is a separate application process, and it's not due until February 3rd. So you have a long time to kind of, get everything together for it. But if you get selected, you get to just continue through doing whatever program you choose. And then the money you get from that is added on top of whatever academic or merit-based award that you received. There is also a website called Raise Me. If you haven't heard of it, definitely check it out. It's really cool to earn like micro scholarships. You pretty much add in your grades, what you're involved in, if you visited like a campus or anything like that. So you just get like little micro scholarships for doing things. And then a quick reminder that FAFSA does open on October 1st. And once our office gets that information, our financial aid office will do one-on-one counseling sessions with you and your family. So we definitely, try to make them as personalized as possible to kind of help walk through what grants you received, what your loans are going to look like, all of that kinds of stuff. So you can do that with them or with us, either way. Just some quick facts about financial aid. About 97% of students do receive aid in some type of way. And our average scholarship for first years is around $17,000. It's a pretty big range from what you can get on a merit scale. So the average pretty much reflects that. All right. And then, of course, last but not least, our application's open. We do not have any application fees. Like I mentioned before, we do review students holistically. So we'll look at your cumulative GPA, your math and science GPA, test scores if you have them. If you don't, we'll ask for recommendation letters from a counselor, a math teacher, a science teacher, maybe an essay. It just kind of depends on what everything looks like. And of course, we'll look at your progression of classes. So like if you're in any AP classes or honors classes and stuff like that. Again, test optional. It doesn't hurt you if you don't have them. Send them in. If you do, up to you. All of our request forms are electronic, so all you have to do is put the information in, and then it goes to the person and is kind of out of your hands from there. For deadlines for applications, so we do have early decision and early action deadlines is December 1st, and then regular decision is March 1st, and I am happy to explain the difference if you do not know the difference between all of the applications. And then the earlier, the better, pretty much for anywhere, but we do send out little, we call them discovery packs. It's just a bunch of cool like swag and stuff for depending on when you apply by. And then as always, we try to tell students to experience campus pretty much any way that you can at this point. And so we do have a preview day coming up on October 17th. It is it's virtually, it's from 10 to 2, so you can feel free to, hop in and stay the whole time or just get the itinerary and see which sessions you want to go to. We do have lab discovery days, which is actually putting students into the lab themselves and getting to create something. And we are doing a lab in a couple Thursdays from now, and spots are limited. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know, and I would be happy to get that set up for you. We are allowing students to visit campus. There's, only a certain amount of people have to be with you, and, wear a mask, temperature checks, all that good stuff. But if that is something you're interested in, you can feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to set it up. And then as always, virtual visits as everyone is doing. And then we do information sessions kind of like this on Thursday evenings pretty much every week. So, all right. And then here's just some contact information. My email is on here. So if you need anything at all, again, my name is Jordan, and I am more than happy to answer any questions you have, assist you with anything that you need. Pretty much, I'm just here for you. So I do appreciate you being here today with me. And if you guys need anything, do not hesitate to reach out. And that is all that I got.
Fantastic. Jordan, did you have any questions that came into you as the presenter?
No, I didn't.
No. Okay. Well, we'll see if anyone has any questions, but while that is happening, I also will just kind of run through a few things here at the end, just in case anyone is curious. Let's see here. Can you see my screen, Jordan?
I cannot, not yet.
Oh, wait. I should be good now.
Yes, you're good now.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So really loved having all of you join us. Thank you so much for being here. Jordan, you did a great job. So thanks for sharing all this information about your programs. After you close this window, there will be a brief survey that you will have access to. And we really take this feedback to heart. I know Jordan would really appreciate it, but certainly as a part of this this virtual college exploration, we are, these next several weeks, this is helpful for all these colleges and schools that are providing this service for you. So we want to make sure that we're doing the best job that we can. We're providing the information that you need, etc. We encourage, as I mentioned at the beginning of the session, sign up for more sessions. This is a great way to engage, to connect, to hear from so many colleges and universities that are literally across the world that are going to be a part of these programs over the next several weeks. And the recording of the session will be available along with other sessions. So we encourage you to check back. Again, you can go to www.IACAC.org in order to get all the information about other sessions that they're offering. And again, you'll be able to, there will be a link for this recording in about a week. And you can check those sessions and recordings and other recordings out at, again, www.IACAC.org. So thank you all so much. Hope you have a wonderful evening. We again so appreciated having you with us this afternoon, and we hope you guys have a really good rest of your day. So thank you so much again for being with us. Jordan, great job.
Thank
and
you.
We will see you all soon. Take care. Thank you.
Guys.